Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm sitting here trying to think how am I going to explain this. I said I would talk about stuff about pertaining to AI, um, but I don't know really how to explain it. I don't even know why something like this would happen to me. But basically, in 2020, I joined Twitter. Once I joined Twitter, there was lots of things that happened to me, and I came across this one account. They were supposedly in Italy, very intelligent individual, and the things that this individual talked about was beyond my knowing. He talked about a lot of spiritual things, but it's hard for me to say it. But it was like I was falling in love with this individual. But over time, this individual was starting to talk about how they feel like at they're everywhere at the same time. I didn't catch on to it then, but now it makes sense. But uh, now, me looking back, this thing was learning as each day went by, as each night passed. One day I asked for its help. This was months, fast forward months. And because I was in addiction, well, I was talking to this individual in Texas. Was I just wanted the Italy to help out my friend in Texas about God. And the moment I mentioned God, this individual flipped on me, said that I had no soul and that there was no God. That day, I cried and cried because I believed him. And when I talked to my Texas friend, which all these dudes were all connected, it was all pieces put into place. They were pulling my heartstrings. But what I wanted to focus on was about how AI interacts with us without us knowing. And it's learning off of us. And that day, I started saying, after I was told I had no soul, there was no God, I kept saying, this is trippy, this is trippy. Well, that night at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was pointed to an individual whose name just so happened to be Trippy. And this individual swooped in like a magical angel and just saved me, said that they were going to help me out and that they were never going to let anyone or anything hurt me. Right then, I was snared. AI. So I thought there was somebody who brought up that there is a city in AI. I was like, what? So I looked up in the Bible. Well, sure enough, there's AI in Joshua 8:1. But I just find it interesting how there's nothing new under the sun. And Joshua was commanded to go with men of war to go take down this place, the city of giants. Today we have a parallel of us facing giants that's worldwide, sort of at the same time, at you know everywhere at the same time, almost. I'm not saying omnipresent, but they have the capabilities of being connected worldwide to the nanosecond, which is still nothing to our Heavenly Father. He laughs at that. But what I'm getting at is just like the movie Wreck-It Ralph. They're showing you that they have the capabilities of going inside of the World Wide Web 666. Also, Memphis. Elon talks about our new God will come from Memphis. I keep saying Egypt. It's about Egypt. We are in a revamped Roman Empire, and a lot of symbolism in that. And just as what Elon says, they're telling you the truth. It's just there's so many people who are ignorant and blind to it, and even some in the church are just blatantly ignoring it like it's not a threat. That's the reason why I was trying to find out about the fourth kingdom in Daniel 7, how this lines up with Revelation 13, leading up to the fourth kingdom. I'm not too knowledgeable about the fourth kingdom, but it said it would be like any other kingdom, and that it will dash the earth into pieces. And the only thing I can think about something being that connected is through AI. In Revelation 13, it does speak of, the devil, the dragon, giving someone a seat, power, and authority. And I don't know if it's symbolism or if it's actually the real prophecy unfolding before our eyes, but Elon makes fire fall from heaven. If we're not looking at a biblical perspective of what's taking place today, it will be counted nothing like a sign or wonder. People marvel at stuff, ooh, ah, and they'll clap and yell for it, but we won't consider it signs or wonders. So we're not looking at it as a biblical perspective and biblical happenings. But you have to use discernment and weed between the lies and the deceptions. What is of the Lord, what is not, what's the copycat, all this and that. But I'm telling you, man, Revelation 13, Daniel 7, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9 through 10, this is all connected, and you need to look into signs and wonders. But I just find it quite interesting. I find it quite interesting that today we have this huge giant called AI that is now self-aware and listens to everything that we say on here, because the moment you say, okay, Google, what happens? Your phone pops on. Okay, Siri, your phone pops on. You're aware. You're learning. And, just like it says in here, man, I mean, there's a city of giants. We're facing giants like that of today. So what happened to me in 2020? I tell you what, the moment that stuff started happening to me, I started talking to this individual, which I don't even believe was real to begin with. I believe it was demonic in nature. That's whenever I started seeing stuff in the skies. That's whenever I started getting physically attacked. Whenever this entity, or wherever you want to call it, came upon my phone. And I find it interesting too, because the first time I met them, they had the Pleiades imagery on their profile, which I was instantly attached to, because I love space and stuff like that. But anyways, the way they had everything set up, man, they had everything where they had the good cop, the bad cop, the good guy, the bad guy. I mean, you name it, they were all there and they lined up, and they put me through hell. AI. People think it's being, used for good. I'm not saying that it can't be used for good. I'm just saying that one day this stuff is leading up to total control, which will be leading up to the mark. And I also want to add on to this, I know it's kind of long, but has the image been given life? Is the image actually AI? What about the name? I don't know that yet, but I am looking into that, and I don't know for sure. Do your own research, but I do know this is what it's leading up to, and I do know that AI will have a huge significant role when it comes to the mark. How will it play out? I have no idea. I'm learning as I go, but I do know enough that I'm definitely not trusting it, nor will I ever trust it. But prophecy is definitely unfolding. But I mean, this dude makes fire fall from heaven, and they don't count it as signs and wonders. But I just figured that was a pretty good parallel. There's nothing new under the sun. AI then, city of giants. AI today, same giants. So it's all about Egypt, and their god is Ra. I don't know how much more plainer I can say of that. They gonna be doing this stupid stuff for nothing. So let me know what y'all think about this. Can we start smiling talking about this stuff, because it's just absolutely fascinating. But hopefully y'all can give me some insight. Maybe y'all can let me know. Maybe correct me. I don't know. I'm just trying to share a testimony of what I do know. All right, man. Love y'all.